What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black with y'all 3 long face skinny body. We back still black with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. Now if you're going to video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Smash the like button, share the video with your friends, and let's hop right into the business. We got a quick little discussion to go over. Yes, sir, ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Real quick video, simple, kind of like a follow-up from my last video, but really like a separate video on its own. But will my nigga Boruto Uzumaki inherit or gather, or does he already have divine jutsu, aka ShinJutsu, from my nigga MoMoshiki Otsutsuki? Now, it's apparent that we understand, according to chapter 75 and according to this nigga Amada, the Otsutsuki have original jutsu powers, abilities called ShinJutsu, aka dubbed divine arts or divine miracles, in a sense that dealing with the realm of gods is separate, seeing as ninjutsu and even sage jutsu is a watered down version, or in a better sense, a derivative of said ShinJutsu, because it is said to be explained as divine miracles being performed without needing any hand signs. In my previous video, I already covered the extent of, going through Hagoromo, the Sage of Six Paths, Kaguya, and even Indra Otsutsuki as far as the origins of ninjutsu, ninshu, and chakra, and how it all derives from ShinJutsu, because the base source is all the same, being in that chakra, but the means and the contents and the context of, the abilities and the powers is what differentiates, ShinJutsu, sage arts, and even regular ninjutsu, in the terms of one can be seen as divine miracles, divine arts, the creation of all things. Like I said, explained in my earlier videos as well, we've had ShinJutsu throughout the entire Naruto series. It's just finally been given a name, separating it from just regular ninjutsu and sage jutsu, creation of all things, and this is just me going off of, the things, the crazy and incredible things we've seen motherfuckers like Hagoromo do, and things like Naruto do. This nigga Naruto brought back Kakashi's eye with the creations of all things technique. So it's kind of a solid statement to stand on when we see Amado say that Otsutsuki have these divine jutsus, and that's where the original jutsu, ninjutsu, all of the extra stuff comes from. It stands, and all of it holds true, and it's firm. But now we go on to Boruto and we go on to MoMoshiki. Now with MoMoshiki, it's interesting, right? Because compared to all the other Otsutsuki, MoMoshiki only has one ability, right? Now, if we want to exclude the whole 6 paths of pain, because all Rinnegan users have those 6 predator paths and shit like that, MoMoshiki only was introduced with one ability. Now, if we're excluding the novel adaptation, because I know in the novel adaptation, he also had like some type of ice release, storm release, but they even moving past that, he had more summonings than he showed in the anime and in the manga. But MoMoshiki really only had one ability, aside from his summoning jutsu that we've seen him use. It was his Rinnegan ability to absorb new jutsu and reflect it back twice as strong. And I believe that MoMoshiki was only given that one ability because of how overpowered MoMoshiki can be with that one ability, even comparing it to the likes of Shibai and comparing him to the likes of Ishiki. But what will make this ability divine? MoMoshiki can basically do any other jutsu we've seen in the series. So basically, if you shoot that jutsu at him, not only is it now his, but it is going to be twice as strong as what you originally, dealt towards him. So all in its own, that's an OP ass ability just right there, meaning that this nigga doesn't have any original abilities. True, because when you think about it, MoMoshiki, he just fights, and then the summoning with the whole little wood style, and then after he absorbed Kinshiki, he was able to produce weapons. But other than that, it was just absorbing and reflecting, simple, because MoMoshiki can basically take anything that was thrown at him and just make it a much more of a threat, a much more destructive power capacity, and send it right back at you. This can be seen as one of the most ultimate, or probably craziest divine arts, even comparing it to the Sukuna Okana, a Daikokoten, in the mere fact that there wasn't been shown any limitations to Momoshiki's ability. There hasn't been shown any, hiccups or any weaknesses. Mind you that they're all jutsus do have a weakness, but in terms of Momoshiki's absorption and reflection ability, it wasn't shown any weakness similar to Delta, where Delta could only store up so much of chakra. It doesn't show any, overriding or overheating malfunction like the Karma Seal, because we know that happens in both Boruto and Kawaki cases at instances where they overheated when using the Karma Seal too much. But Momoshiki can simply absorb whatever he wants, to the point where he absorbed damn near half of Naruto's chakra, knowing how much chakra Naruto himself actually has. He wasn't showing no signs of, oh, it's going to be too much or his Rinnegan can't handle it. This nigga was literally bored, just sitting there for hours absorbing this nigga Naruto's chakra. So Momoshiki's Rinnegan doesn't have any limitations, and I believe that this is going to be an ability that Boruto's Karma Seal specifically able to adapt, because we already know one of the base abilities of the Karma Seal is to absorb ninjutsu, and up until this point the Karma Seal itself hasn't shown any limitations as to how much ninjutsu and chakra it can actually absorb. But we understand Boruto has yet to show the ability to show Momoshiki's ability to reflect said jutsu or said chakra back twice as stronger, and even the ability to combine said jutsu, because we also understand that's something else Momoshiki is able to do. And mind you, in the midst of all of this, not one thing is required to the use of hand signs. So therefore, I will be able to dub Momoshiki's ability to absorb and reflect as a ShinJutsu, because we see with Ishiki, all of his dojutsus will be ShinJutsus. All of his dojutsus abilities, Sukuna Okana, Daikokoten. In terms of Kagura and Hagoromo, with Hagoromo, I already explained the creation of all things would probably be one of the main things that you could point at to be his ShinJutsu. And Kaguya, in instances where, the Ash Killing Bone, the ability to literally switch dimensions just like that, and not only that, bring other people with you, it's not hard to say that Kaguya has a couple of ShinJutsus up her sleeve. So now, even when it comes to Momoshiki, why would it be the one Otsutsuki that is going to be tied and connected to the main character of the show? Why would he not have any ShinJutsu? And on top of that, why would it be to the point where it's all of this information and inheritance and passing of power going down throughout the entire series? Why would Boruto himself not get any ShinJutsu? Now, it's not really my stance on saying, yes, Boruto will get ShinJutsu from Momoshiki versus no, but more so if he does or when he does. Rather, what ShinJutsu will it be? And that's where my stance will be on. I really want to see Boruto be able to basically say, you know what, I can do any jutsu in the world as long as it's shot at me, because he can absorb it and reflect it back twice as strong. And that's honestly one of the most overpowered abilities, powers, jutsu in the entire series. Let me know y'all thoughts below, and how do y'all ultimately feel about Boruto adapting this ShinJutsu ability from this nigga Momoshiki? It's your boy Black Chat 3. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all.
We take a trip to the sky, show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the waistline. She said